Starting off with Coach Hooper today, who's had to mix up his schedule a little bit. He's always a busy guy, so we're always happy to accommodate him any way we can. Coach, how are you?
Life is good. I appreciate being here, and playoffs start tomorrow. Pretty excited.
Yep. Get a home playoff game, first time since '06. There's been a playoff game here at Alamogordo since the state title game against Mayfield. And I've had a couple people ask me the question. We were just talking about it off the air about the last district title for Alamogordo. My guess is the 85 season, when they 85-86.
That's what we're thinking too. Yeah, we didn't know. I knew it had been a while, and I think it was probably that 85.
Because they've been in the Cruces School District since the early 90s, and I don't think they won any after that 85 years. So, it's something to be proud of, and you certainly saw that with the guys in the field afterwards.
They were pretty excited. They were pretty excited about it, and that was one of their goals they set out. We set out from day one, we were going to win a district title, and that was nice. And we talked about it. It's how we finish, and I think our boys are ready to play tomorrow night, and we'll see what happens. I hope we have a great crowd tomorrow, and I'm expecting a great crowd to come out and support us, and I'm so happy that we get to play a home playoff game. That's for sure.
Yeah, and there's at this point now, get out there to the game tomorrow night. It may be the last one at home. Now, obviously, if you guys continue and get to the semifinals and finals,
it could happen.
It could happen depending on how things break out. So, go back to last Friday night's game. I thought, overall, I know the first half probably was not what you wanted from from the team, but they finished strong, and I think most importantly, it looked like everybody came out of that pretty healthy on Friday night.
Yeah, we did. We had one kid with a thumb, but he'll be fine. But most part healthy. Yeah, the first half was pretty rough. I thought defense played really good.
Yes.
I thought our defense played good the whole game. I was really, really proud of our defense. It seemed like we were always a play ahead of them, and I thought our coaches put our players in position to be successful. And I can't just stick out say one player really stepped up, because I thought our entire defense really played well. And anyway, offensively, that first half we had some bad drops. It wasn't good, And we did have a couple players not playing, so that had a little bit to do with it, I think. And then at halftime, we had a nice sit-down chat, and with the rain delay, so we had
a little bit of extra time.
Had a little bit of extra time to finish our chat, and they came out and they played the second half.
Yeah, very well. Everything seemed to be a lot smoother, but definitely the defense. And again, it was the same thing that I saw in the Santa Teresa game. Is there's just there seems to be a different level of intensity there, and it's not that it hasn't been there at times all season, but maybe it hasn't been there for 48 minutes.
48 minutes, that's exactly, and because you definitely see where we have our moments of greatness, and then boom, and then another play. But that's on everywhere on our on our whole team, and then but right now, we're playing good ball on both sides of the ball, so that's a good thing, and I think more importantly, starting to get confidence on some players that needed that confidence right now, and boy, they got that confidence, and we needed that. So.
And there were some guys that obviously we talk about Rhett and Scotty a ton, and the things that they do for your defense. But
John Treat,
oh
man,
there's another one. I thought Sean Ramey had a good game for you guys.
I did. I think there's quite a few of them. Talon Whiteside, he played his tail off. that little kid, 130 pounds, probably soaking wet, and just. I'm so proud of him, man. I joked with his parents after the game. I'm like, what's going to happen? He's going to graduate high school, and first year out of high school, he's going to put on 50 pounds of muscle. His kid's going to be huge. Because I just know that's a kind of because he's just a lot of heart, man, and he knows his job. He does his job. I'm really, really proud of him. And John Treat and Lil Trujillo. Man, we got the smallest linebackers in the state, and them two boys will sell out to knock you out, and they may not always hit you, but I'll knock you out. But they're going to tackle you. I'm really proud of both of them.
And, of course, getting to see Jacob Gerber back out there.
Yeah, I got him in the rotation. He'll be back starting this week. So we're proud to have Gerber back, and bless the Lord on that. That's for sure.
And late in the game, a name that I hadn't called a ton this year, but Christopher Conley was getting some sacks for you guys late in the game.
To play. Yeah.
And you see some of the size that he has, and he may be an extra guy in the rotation there.
He's actually been playing a lot. Yeah. He just hasn't been getting a lot of a lot of the tackles and sacks, but he's starting. He's a rugby player. The guy has never played football in his life until here, and he's slowly but surely he's starting to get it. He's starting to understand, because it is a big difference. I know people think, oh, rugby's football's pretty darn tough. I think people compare rugby and football all the time, but I'm sorry, football's pretty tough. I've had a lot of rugby players over, not a lot, but I've had a few rugby players, I should say, correct myself. But I think it's just a totally different kind of sport. And so, but he's really starting to grow into a position, so we're proud of him.
Yeah, a lot of guys certainly on both sides of the ball played well. I did see something, by the way, on Facebook this morning, and I want to mention it real quickly now that it popped into my head, was Brett Money and you guys were all there. You had the Kick It for Cancer thing that was going on all season long for Kylie Beach and Jared Johnson, and it was very cool to see you guys be able to present some of that money to them.
Yeah, we did that at the elementary this morning. Last week we did we've been getting our varsity players from going to the elementaries, having breakfast with the kids, and hopefully we keep continuing and through the playoffs, and we do that every week. We'll try to hit a new elementary up every week, and it's pretty special. But that was a special spot there because one of them, Kyla, she goes to school there, and it was special today. It was It brings a tear to your eyes, that's for sure. And I just wanted, main thing, we definitely, they're in our prayers, that's for sure. And it was awesome watching our kids sit down. When you see all our varsity players go around, and it's pretty neat, 'cause our players will go up and then they'll ask, can I sit here and eat with you guys? And our young future Tigers get so excited to see them, and they sit down, they talk, and they tell them everything. It's pretty special. I'm telling you, I took a lot of pictures last 2 weeks, but both elementaries. So.
Yeah, and it just goes to show. I mean, with any kids those age, I mean, it's one of those things. If you take the time to sit down and talk to them and listen to them, they love every second of it.
Well, even I haven't had a chance to talk to Rhett today yet about it, but it's funny. One of the good little kids, like, Rhett, he is so tall. I'm like, that's the first time Rhett's been called tall, so I'm going to give Rhett a hard time.
I was going to say, I'm sure Rhett loved the heck out of that.
I didn't get a chance to talk to him yet, so I'm going to wait till I see him this afternoon. I'm going to mention that. So, it was just, I don't know. It's been a blessed week, and I thank the Lord every day for allowing me to be part of this. That's for sure.
All right, so back over to the football side of things, and the game this weekend against Del Norte. This is a very good football team. They're 5-3-1 coming into it, and they've got a very good running back. That's certainly going to be one of the big focuses, I'm sure, for your defense.
Yeah, they are. He's the real deal. He's I guess a nephew, is that right, of one of our secretaries here, Melinda. He's definitely he's a good athlete, and he's one of the better athletes in the state of New Mexico. We've got to be ready to play football, and I think our kids are ready. I'm not saying they're not, because right now our kids are pretty hungry right now. They know what's on the line, and we've been talking about 46, 4 weeks and 6 seconds, and that's what we need. And our receiver coach, Coach Mo, he talked about that with them, and I think our kids understood that. We had 4 weeks. When we came to practice on Monday, we had 4 weeks to. Everything you have, everything, and every day, don't leave anything undone. You finish everything, and then normal play, normal play football about 6 seconds. So it's just you get up and you get one more play, and I think our kids understood that, and they know where they are right now, and our kids are fired up. They're ready to play Del Norte, that's for sure. Del Norte's a great team. As in the last, they won 4 games in a row. I know people, I'm not going to be overlooking Del Norte at all. Do I think we're a better team? Absolutely, I do. I think we can win the whole thing, and that includes the next round in Artesia. So we just got to take care of our business tonight or tomorrow. I'm sorry, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and it's a team that obviously is they won that district up there.
Pretty easy.
Yeah,
pretty easy. I've gotten, I don't know how many films I have on them, but all of their films. When I get a film, we're usually about 170, 180 on plays. Their films are 80. Maybe 60, 70, 80 plays. I mean, they've never had to go a whole like we have. You know? So that's maybe that's a little advantage for us too. So. Yeah,
I think. Again, we've talked about it all season long about how tough the Alamogordo schedule has been this season. You guys have had to play some of the best in the state.
Yeah,
so
NMA must not think that. I am very happy with that. I ain't gonna leave no secret there. I think that's ridiculous. No way we should be 4 or 5 at that. I mean 4 or 5. I don't know how they put us at 8. Are you kidding me? And not that it matters because we're 8. We're gonna whatever I don't care if they put us 12. Yeah. We're out there to win this whole thing. But the lack of respect toward what we've done this year. Yeah, and it's funny. They make excuses for these other teams right away. Oh, yeah, so and so was injured. I'm so proud of our Alamo fans to get on this stuff and say, well, we had 5, 6 gone that game, 4 game this guy. You don't hear that. We lost. We need to get better. We need to do better. But I guess that did count for the NMAA. I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, you have a runner-up. I don't even want to get into it. I'm not very happy about it. It is what it is, and the bottom line is, we've got to take care of our business, and we got to win. We got to win Friday, and then it's on to Artesia. And our kids are pretty. Good thing is, it put a chip on our shoulders, and it put a chip on our coaching staff. It's just the lack of respect to what we've done. Our schedule's tough. Yeah. Anyone say different? And come on, every game we could have had a chance. We should have won and had a chance to win. So. Yeah,
it's one of those things, and I was thinking about it before we went on the air. Is that at this point you got your home playoff game, and your guys' goal is to win a state championship. So it's one of those things that whoever's in front of you, it's really not.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
you're right. As long as we got that home playoff game, but I would like to have another one. That's my whole point. I would have made dang sure guaranteed. That would have been nice. And but I guess either way, you're only guaranteed one because the next one it goes by who goes who. So I guess that's okay. And honestly, I don't know. I look back and you think about, do you want an off week? Do you not want an off week? It's a tough one. And we'll see. I don't know. I've been praying for Alex. I praying we get Alex back. I know Alex wants to come back. It's pretty highly unlikely, but I know I've been praying for him pretty heavy, and hopefully everyone out there will be doing the same. We'll see. He goes to the doctor and gets checked up. I know he's feeling good. He wants to be back. I know that. So we'll see.
The longer you're in the playoffs, the better opportunity for him to come back. So I mean, that's one way to look at it. So. Yeah. I think we would all love to see Alex get another chance out there in a Tiger football uniform before the season ends.
That's right.
And it seemed like, we talked about the second half last week, offensively, things seemed to really start to click a little bit better. Mm-hmm. And that's one thing, I feel like you guys at least had a couple of weeks to kind of acclimate to not having Alex in there. And we've talked about it last week of guys like, David, being able to step up, and you're starting to see him really emerge a little bit. And it seems like Shamar's starting to get there a little bit more. And it seems like the offense, at least in the second half, we saw a little bit more of what I'd say honestly what we kind of come to expect from this offense, right?
Right. Yes, everything you just said I agree with. I think Shamar's starting to step up. Johnson, he's always had it. He's been playing pretty darn good for now, going on 3 games, and really start turning on 4 games ago. Johnson's pretty special, but we still have Bateman too. Bateman, we've been resting him a lot, trying to get him healthy, and right now he looks pretty good. He no more limping. He looks really good, so we're pretty excited about that. And then we have our Alex's position, and we have a few kids rotating at that position. We'll see what happens. And of course,
between Alton and Collins and some.
Well, we have Alton, Collins. We have Collins. Collins has been starting there for a few weeks now, and since Alex went down, he was actually starting at the other H, and because we had Bateman out too, and then Alex went out. We got Bateman back. He moved over, and then but we have Collins, we have Alex Alton, and Hayes Hill. We have Hill too, and he's been playing that wideout spot, but right now we have Johnson and Shamar really stepping up in those positions. So we have Hayes Hill can play that Y also. So we have some positions people can get in there and do something.
And it certainly seemed like last week you were trying to limit D's touches a little bit, maybe try to take the wear and tear a little bit.
Yeah. I tried as much as I could, and you got to give him the ball every now and then just to keep him happy, because he's like, man, he wants to run the ball. So we give him a couple, and a couple I didn't even want to give, to be honest with you, but because I really wanted to work our passing game. I talked about that. I didn't want to give it away, but I knew I was going to go in there passing the ball, and but with D's that kid's a man.
Well, and I'm sure part of it is, I know you don't. The biggest thing is you wanted to make sure everybody came out of that healthy.
Healthy. I think we talked about that last week, did we? We talked about how we want to take care of our business and come out healthy, and so that worked out. Like I said, we had one kid, Thumb, and he'll be released too. He's going to be fine. So.
And offensive line looks pretty healthy too. Santi, good to go.
Santi, we pulled out early. We didn't play him for a long time, and then we had to. We were trying not to actually play him at all, but we had something else happen, so we had to put him in. And but we pulled him out early. I mean, we didn't let him play a whole lot, so he looks really good right now. He looks really good. So, and the same thing with Dewey. So we're pretty excited about that. Our O-line should be clicking right now. So.
All right, well, we'll see what happens. Again, Friday night, 7 o'clock, get out there, Tiger football playoff game. Again, want to let you know for tickets, it's $8 for everybody, $5 for students, seniors, and military, and general admission is sold at the gate, and you can buy tickets now at the athletics office. So.
That's right. And I'd like to definitely Veterans Day coming out. I definitely wanted to say thank you and God bless, and we love you, all our vets, all our vets out there. And that comes from the bottom of my heart, and I know our team. And we have our team dinner tonight. We're going to be talking about that a lot and about what it means, for vets. So,
yeah. Certainly around this area, we know there's a ton of former military members
here
in our area. Coach, as always, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you.